Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5, home in the paint. Now here's Bogut. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. No luck. Warriors on D. Irving drives in. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. We're about 1 minute into the first. The drive by Bogut. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Bogut's got the first points up on the board for the Warriors. James against Thompson. Misses from close range.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Now here's Curry. Green, the pass to Barnes. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Releases. And the Warriors miss again.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively. Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. That's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the middle, here's James. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. James has got his first bucket in this one.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the final.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Irving dishes to Love. And a wide-open look for James. That ball, great assist by Love. LeBron's got 5 now.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark. And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in an emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Kicks to Barnes, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And the Warriors making a change here. Speights is checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Shumpert's checked in.
So it's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. On the wing, James. He's covered by Thompson. Well, wide open look for Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Thompson inside the line, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Shumpert. He kicks it to Dellavedova. Passes it to LeBron. 1:58 left here in the...
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry. I mean, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Now here's James. He's got 7. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. And the shot is good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's Shumpert. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Mozgov passes to Shumpert. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Iguodala outside. 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Shumpert kicks to Dellavedova. LeBron dishes to Shumpert. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fires it up. Mozgov grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pops it up, and it's blocked. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into.
I go back and I'm able to,
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Dellavedova and Smith are the guards handle. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. The drive by Smith off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Irving subbed in for Shumpert. Outside Irving. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Irving's got 5 now.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Love against Green. Rockets hits. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Thompson comes with the double team. So it's the Warriors now. Thompson outside, beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And that one's good, Irving.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1. Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got 5 now. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. This seems that you and Clark are wearing tonight. That's always a big deal.
That's, you know, we love to be, and only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can, a rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Some changes for Golden State. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Irving attacking, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Now, here is Irving. She's guarded closely. The shot's good from Love.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that D. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's what he delivers the most.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Barnes, screen on Love. Pass to Ezeli to stop the run, and the layup is good. Ezeli's got his first points in this one.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Irving passes to Smith. Smith missing again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
LeBron outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Irving against Thompson. Here's Ezeli, and he jams it with authority.
Up high and down hard with the one-handed.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
And the basket good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And stolen by LeBron. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Irving leading the charge. That's good. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The clock runs out. And
Guys, I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 17 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they could attack this lead from long range.
And that'll do it for now, as the second half of our game is a...
all right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 17 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
And really, the only thing you can do is try to keep the ball out of his hands.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the center position. Here's Curry. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area. And that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Barnes against LeBron. They double him with Irving. It's Curry with the drive, and they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
LeBron with it, picked up by Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and they double up James. Outside Irving, shot clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year, he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And Cleveland also making a change. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. It's Thompson off the drive, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down, when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frys checked in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for J.R. Smith.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Shumpert with the steal. Snatched away. Inside. And Green slams it in.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Again, Love missing.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
LeBron drives in, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Rush. Barbosa comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Livingston in for Curry. A switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov's checked in. Shumpert against Barbosa. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the final, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
1:31 left to play here in the third. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury, just great to see him back playing basketball.
Back to Green. Iguodala setting the pick for Green. Down low. 5 on the clock. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's James, and it's blocked.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it work.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
Stolen away. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Barnes. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Barnes has got 6.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Barnes dishes to Livingston. To the paint. Here's Thompson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And now just a 1-point Cavalier lead. Here's Mozgov. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Shumpert to screen on Thompson. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.